We're going to be uploading beneficiaries into the ExalonQMS system. You'll see that they're in a specific order. They don't really have to be, but it's better if they are. So in the first column, you've got ID number, then surname, first name, DoHS status, and it's normally approved, although it can be you can have a different status. Yeah, here are some valid DoHS statuses for the app. You can see it goes from approved, and you've got suspended, you got no status. No status is normally a good one to use if you want to remove somebody off the system, so that they'll still be there, but they won't be included in any of your beneficiaries that you normally work with. So we've got the lot number, township or Esigodi, the X coordinate, the Y coordinate, the BA number, zone, and phase. Now, phase is normally used for where you've got different contractors working on different parts of the project, or where you've done a phase in the past and you're starting a new phase later on. Zone is normally a build zone where you can group your build sequence and put certain groups of beneficiaries into different zones. Your BA number is obviously the number that the DoHS, it's a reference where the DoHS approved these beneficiaries. So if it doesn't have a BA number, it's not approved. The DoHS status also indicates that it's approved. So it might be approved, but you don't have a building authority yet. The BA number is building authority number. Okay, so what we do from here is we've got the spreadsheet, we've got it in the correct sequence, then we go File, Save As, and we change it from whatever it is to CSV, and we've got a file there already, so we're going to use that one. Actually, let's change it just so that we can see what happens. Okay, save. Now it's going to ask you what delimiter you want to use. We always use a comma, so everything else is fine. So okay, and it's saved. Now we log into the ExalonQMS application. Okay, so you go into the contractors module, log in as Stephanie, enter the password, log in, then I'll choose the project, demo project, and we go to setup, upload beneficiaries, and it opens this page. So the first thing we do here is we select the file that we add. So I'll go in there, I'll choose the beneficiaries CSV, click on that. You'll see that the file name comes up next to it. Now, everything here, all these text boxes has a -1, and that indicates to the application to ignore that text. So let's look at the spreadsheet that we're importing. So the first one will be ID number, which is that's your A column here. And click in there so that it gets highlighted when you fill this in. So then I'll go to the next one, just trying to fit everything on one page. The next one will be B, the surname, then C, click on it, so that you can keep the sequence correct. Okay, now we click on D, enter D for DoHS status, E for lot number, township Isigodi is, by the way, it's got this alternative lot number. That's where if you had very long lot numbers from the Department of Housing, you can put them in here because our system can't work with lot numbers that are longer than 10 digits. But we hardly ever use this, so I'm just going to ignore it. The next Isigodi is column F in the spreadsheet. And it's always good to click on the one that you're working with. Click on the next one, which is X coordinate is G column. Y coordinate is H column. Then the BA number is the I column. Zone is J. And phase is K. If you've got any columns in there that you don't need or you don't want to import, let's say there's sometimes people might have a column in there that just goes sequentially, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now that column could be anywhere in the spreadsheet. Sometimes people have it at the beginning, but regardless of what it is, if it's something that you're not importing, you just ignore it. You don't put in its column label anywhere. Yeah, so it just gets totally ignored. Okay, I normally uncheck hide successful imports because then you can see what's happening when you import. Otherwise, if you leave this ticked, it will only show unsuccessful imports, which will come up under exceptions, yeah, and it'll tell you that there was a problem with what you're trying to import. But just so you can see, I'm going to uncheck that so that it will show successful imports. Now, before I import it, I normally recheck these column names, column labels, to make sure they're in the right order. And I always check again if I've chosen a file at the top. It's there. It's the right one. I know it's the right one. So now I'm going to say upload. And you'll see it says contacts imported successfully. Let's have a look. There they are, and it shows successful imports. There's no exceptions. If there are exceptions, you can download them, yeah, or print them or export them to Excel so that you can send the list back to whoever's responsible for compiling it so that they can sort out those exceptions. It might be that the ID number is too long, or could be anything. Could be that the beneficiary already exists in a different project or whatever. Okay, so that's it. It's that easy. That's how you import beneficiaries. If you go into the app now, under beneficiary admin, you should see them in here. I won't search for them. I know they're there. So that's it. That's all you have to do.